Some foam.
I think I got your little thing, but we're recording. Welcome to
You got
episode
that?
20. Yeah, your little
Let's go.
episode 21 of the Jumpcast, baby. We're daylight.
We just got back
yeah,
from a trip.
and then we were both exhausted, so we're like,
It wasn't a very big chapter, anyways. It's okay. I know that some people may have hate. Like, I'm so pumped. This was one of the best chapters in 3 years. But they're wrong because it was honestly very mediocre. I shouldn't say that. Like, it was good because it taught us about what's going on now. Like, and it's prepping for the next arc. But yeah, let's just jump straight into it.
Yeah.
Because it's a bunch of just what's the word? Exposition. It just talks about whatever bath they're putting Sukuna in, which is like some big old traditional bath filled with God, what's the word? Curse energy or like the blood.
And how it works. Yeah, and how the bath actually works.
They're basically just crushing what's the word? Curse spirits' bodies into like a little blood bath for Sukuna to put himself into, so that he can suppress Megami further into the body, so that he can take over for longer.
I do like that. Or how do you say her name again? Which didn't they?
Uraume
or Uraume. I think that's how you say it. But I looked at there's a panel, I just want to say, on page 6. Like the knife. I thought it was just like a katana. No, that's like an actual. That's like a sushi knife. Like a Japanese sushi knife, which is I thought was kind of cool.
Cut it all up.
Yeah, and she's like, "Let me cook."
All the cook stuff.
Yeah. I've seen so many memes like.
Excellent chef. Mwah.
Yeah. And then they did confirm. Oh.
Sorry. No, you go for it.
Oh, I think it is confirmed. Something I was always wondering about is like, okay, like the culling games, like, oh, they can't, like, to end it. Now that Sukuna is in Megami, they have to kill Sukuna for it to end.
You think that's what it is?
Well, they like there's like a few. I saw something on Twitter. I think it was yesterday or today.
Confirmed is a hard word, man.
No, I wouldn't say confirmed, but like, I thought. Oh, let me try to find it. But I'll keep trying to go while I'm doing. That for the culling games to end, every player but one has to be dead, or it has to be like a unanimous decision between the remaining players for the culling games to end. There's at least what I think I heard them say, if I remember the quickly.
Well, the thing is that I don't think that's true, because Kenjaku's just not ending it because he's interested on what's going on. He said, I can't merge Tengen with humanity until I end the culling game. So that's like the heavenly restriction.
Yeah.
Is that he has to end it first, but he's really interested in seeing what Sukuna's doing. Like, because like Uraume is like, then go do it. What are you doing here?
Yeah.
He's just like, I'm interested in the bath. I want to see what you guys are doing.
Yeah, no, like, I love the little panel. It's like, go. What are you doing here? It's like, oh, come on.
Just like, get out of here.
Yeah.
Some interesting stuff that I'd like to point out as well is that this is the Zenin clan chambers.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that, and I didn't realize it even as far as back as what is it, when they introduced the U.S. military into the culling game.
Oh, was there a panel of this thing?
Yeah,
the
it was. Yeah, the room. It's really funny actually. Like, they're walking in on Ogi's dead body. Like, it's the same place where Maki awakened.
Oh, yeah.
So,
well, no,
like,
I didn't realize it was
Uraume, and he drops the cursed spirit to eat Ogi's dead body.
Oh.
He's like, I want this out of here. So yeah, that's what that was. And also, I don't know how this process works without having Uraume there.
It seems like she's the only one. Like, that's the reason she's been alive this long. I think you pointed that out when we talked about it a little bit yesterday.
Yeah, when we first read it, it's just like, it doesn't make sense because she pointed out like cursed spirits turn to dust, so she had to freeze them and cut off their limbs, and then go through this painstaking ritual of pushing out the like cursed spirit blood from them into the bath. I hope that YouTube doesn't get mad at me saying blood.
No, you should be fine.
Yeah, but basically it's all of that, and it's just filtering it out, and then that's what they're putting Sukuna in. And this is like a ritual made for other vessels, like what is it? The bath is a ritual for turning a vessel that is cherished as a family treasure into a cursed tool, which is crazy. It's a very interesting process. Other people have done it, but it's only Uraume right now that knows how to do it, or the one person that we know that can do it without turning a cursed spirit into dust.
So I want to know if it's because they say it takes 10 months and 10 days to soak the vessel.
Yeah.
Like, has Kenjaku just been chilling for like 10 months?
Yeah.
Doing just find like.
Yeah, that's another thing to point out, because like if the calling game's been up for 10 months, Yuji has to have at least killed some people. In order to, or I guess he could be switching points with somebody else, but I don't think that's actually the pace.
Yeah.
I think that this got done in one night because they're rushing it, because like Sukuna's being ballsy right now, and I think what his plan is that he's gonna soak in it for a night to suppress Megami's soul, and then as he was saying before, he's gonna kill Yorozu so that he can further just crush Megami's soul by killing Sumiki. So I think that's what his plan is.
Yeah, because I don't know if it's like, Urayumi's been working on the bath for 10 months, like getting everything ready for it, so then he just...
That's true.
Yeah, I would have liked some clarification on that, because it's like, you know, when we do see when we do go back to the cooling games, like, okay, like, then that could explain why Yorozu had time to like change outfits and change change everything about them. But
Well, another thing that I want to point out is that I think that we're gonna get Megami back. I don't think that Megami's gonna die. Like Sukuna will leave his body eventually, because they point out just like, hey, why don't you transform into your regular form? Is like, I think it's better if I just stay like this. Which I think is just, it's Gege saying like, listen dude, Megami's gonna be back, because that's what I think Yorozu did, is that she changed her body and costume to the way of how she was traditionally. It's like the same thing with Ishiguri and Kashimo. Like you think a dude in robes and blue hair just was born and then the vessel was put in. I think that the cursed spirit from the past, or like whatever the people were, I don't know how they got reincarnated.
Well, because it seems like they did like have like some influence to like make themselves modernize. Because when we see Ishiguri, like the one panel of him,
he has the pompadour.
Well, like no, he like the one from like the old age. He doesn't have. He's got like some like samurai looking haircut, and now he's got the pompadour, and he's not wearing robes. He's wearing like the feather, the furry. He looks like like a greaser almost. So it seems like they might take some inspiration from their vessels a little bit before. But yeah,
that's true. But that's, to put that all aside, basically, like, Sukuna could probably turn into his old self, into his old form right now, with like the messed up face and everything, but he's choosing not to. I think for plot convenience. I don't think that it's a good reason. I feel like he should be turned into like traditional Sukuna. Either that, or like there's some vow that he can't break, because he likes the 10 shadows technique. I'm assuming that if he went back into his old form, he didn't get the 10 shadows anymore. So that's like the sacrifice for it.
It's so confusing. This chapter was like really confusing to
Yeah.
me.
I like Kenjaku uses a fish to fly around.
Yeah.
Game. And I really don't like the amount of unofficial translations that we got before this one, because there's so many people arguing constantly, because like it's saying that there's like a relationship between Sukuna and Yorozu, and then people are just like, this is creepy, I don't like this because it's Megami and Sumiki, which they're brother and sister, and
Yeah.
then it's just like they were lovers, which to that I'm gonna say, yeah, it's gross. But Sukuna's literally just saying, I'm gonna kill her, I
Yeah.
don't care. And then people are saying that Yorozu was a boy, and then that's not true. It's a girl, because this is the Viz official translation for the English scans.
Yeah.
This is what it's supposed to be.
This is what Gege intended it to be.
Yeah.
Because
And if not,
he
I know
probably
that we'll
works
be
with it.
fixed later.
He tells something to his editor or something, and they probably go tell this to the English and all the other official translators and stuff.
Yeah, there's like, I want these sorts of things. So people were really butthurt about this chapter, and I think that was really dumb.
Mm-hmm.
It really moved away from like the actual impact of what this is building up. This is a setup again for what's going to be going on in the next arc.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to call this one.
Yeah, but hey, we got what I wanted. The spiritual pressure, like aura shit. We got it.
Yeah,
we finally
like,
got
way
it.
Too sweet.
But no, like it's so much bigger than like Yuta's when like he comes like in at the end.
True. It's from miles away, and like Ishigori starts sweating.
He's like,
but
I'm
happy that he's excited.
Yeah.
He's still excited. Like, way too sweet. I'm
'Cause-
excited for this offer.
Yeah,
and then Uro's like, no.
We have to go.
King of curses.
Because all the like the fan translations I saw like made it seem like he was terrified. But like now it's like, okay, he's actually
happy.
Yeah. Well, because then also like that goes back to the translation stuff is he does kind of compliment Ishigori when he like cuts him but doesn't like chop him into 3 bits like he intended. But in all the fan translations, it seems like way more of a compliment than he's like, dude, what's the deal? Come on, like cool, but like die.
Yeah, it's just like, sorry for underestimating you. Next time I'll fight for real. And he can't even get out one granite blast without being cut to bits.
Dude, I would have loved to see like Sukuna put out his hand and just absorb. Not like absorb, but just block a granite blast that way and been like,
yeah,
not my like be like my turn, just
cut it in half.
And cut it and him in half. Cause
That'd be hilarious, dude. That'd be so funny.
Cause like you can see like he's happy, like he's like way too sweet. He's like happy to fight, and then as soon as Sukuna comes out, he's like, oh,
yeah, he's
I'm
like,
fucked.
I'm screwed.
Yeah, like.
And it's because he didn't know. I guess I didn't know that Uro was also from the Heian era, but like she was just like, "Oh God,
she's
this is
bolted.
terrifying."
She's
like
gone.
he's never met Sukuna, and so he's maybe even in the same way that Kashima's excited. Like Kashima's way too excited to.
Like
to
I
be
thought we'd
fighting
see a cool
Sukuna,
fight.
if this
but
is
like,
what Sukuna's dishing out.
Yeah, if like Sukuna like 0 fucks given is like pulling this shit out with 15 fingers, I'm like everyone's been saying on Twitter, like I redact my statement about Yuta being able to take him. I still like to believe he could, but like it's gonna have to be like an ultimate gank. Like where like for them to stand somewhat of a chance, which I hate to see, but it's gonna be this series is getting rough.
Yeah. But yeah, I want to say Ishigori probably went out on the best circumstances given.
Oh yeah.
He was killed very quickly. He probably didn't like his lights out. That's basically what it was. Like he met Sukuna, tried something, and found out. He fucked around and found out very quickly. And he got his like dessert. He got his final dessert with Yuta. So.
Nick, so I just got a notification on Twitter. Ties in perfectly to kind of what we've been talking about with like Sukuna staying as Megami. This is from, I forget his name, but he's the one I always see that like puts out the leaks every week.
Miyamura.
Yeah, he said potentially the reason Sukuna is staying in Megumin's body is he doesn't feel that the sorcerers he's fighting are worthy enough to see his original form. Like the half face, the forearms.
That's all.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't think that's the right way to think about it. I think that it's either that he wants to keep Ten Shadows, or
like he doesn't have
Megumi's
access to
like
it.
Or maybe even or Megumi's restricting him
Mm-hmm.
in the first place from changing it. Like, I don't think that that's it. I don't think that Sukuna cares too much about honor when it comes to people seeing him. He's fine with killing people, whoever he likes.
Mm-hmm.
It's not his deal to be like, I care about honor.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm sad to see Ishigori go. I love him. He's honestly like become one of my favorite characters, but like he did go out in a cool way. Yeah. I don't know what else to say about Ishigori.
Yeah. But and now we get to see two Heian sorcerers fight.
Yeah, go head to head and like hopefully go all out, which would be really cool.
Yeah. I'd be very excited to see that happen. I'd love to see that and like both of them get like, god damn it, this is a pretty even fight, and then just to see Kashimo join in, I think that'd be so fun. Yeah, like there you are. So yeah, I think that'd be very fun.
I think it'd be fun if no one actually informed Kashimo what Sukuna looked like, so he's just running to colony.
Yeah.
Like asking, "Are you Sukuna? Are you Sukuna? Like, who are you?" Like, because I think there's maybe a way you could
waiting on Hikari is like, "Is this him? Is this him? Is this him?" It's like, "This boy, he looks younger than you."
Yeah.
And then he gets like cut in half.
And Hikari's like, "Bye, like, see ya."
See ya. Domain expand.
I think it would be really fun to see like Hikari like get a jackpot and like Sukuna's like for him, like Hikari to just be indestructible against like Cleveland Dismantle for like a minute or 4 minutes and 11 seconds. I think it'd be really fun to see that as a fight. Or that would be, I think, a really cool gang fight with Yuji is Yuji and Hikari working together.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. I think that'd be very fun.
It seems like they like fighting wise, their close quarters, like hand to hand fighting.
They're both brawlers.
Yeah, it could be like, Yuji seems more like I forget what you called it, but like the more modern karate. And then Hikari honestly kind of reminds me more like boxing a little bit.
Yeah, I can see that. They're both just very big brawlers. They're both focused on punches.
But yeah, well, I was thinking like because Yuji's more agile with his and uses
he's definitely more
his whole body
kicks. If I'm gonna think of anything, and I could be butchering this and that's completely fine, I could think of Hikari as using more like Muay Thai. Like he likes to be small and slender when it comes to his strikes compared to Yuji. Like Yuji's very dynamic. He's willing to kick. He's willing to do whatever.
Like putting his whole body into it.
Yeah. But Hikari is just like, I don't know. There's a difference between them, and it's hard to explain. So yeah. I'm just excited to see the next chapter, to see the fight. I'm gonna give a review for this chapter. I think that was pretty boring. It set up a lot of stuff. Like even one of my coworkers at work, he was just like, I'm not happy that I saw 10 pages of a bath. Like who cares about the bath? Like we just care that it happened. Everyone didn't expect this to happen. They didn't expect the bath to happen this soon. They thought it would be later, but it was like, nope, right here, right now. So
well, because I'm excited to see Yorosa's technique, because we saw the insect wings, and then I've been seeing a bunch of stuff about how it looks like on the panel you see her on the last. Looks like a scorpion tail. Because if you look at her back, looks like, I don't know if it's hair or something, but it comes up and then goes off the panel and then it comes back and looks like the stinger. So it'd be cool if like I don't know what you would call the technique, but like manifesting insect parts.
Insect parts, yeah.
Well, because it could be, they could do it like somewhat like the guy from My Hero, that whatever he eats, he can use. Like he eats the takoyaki and then the octopus or something. Not, it wouldn't need to be like consuming the thing, but just like manifesting
using like animal parts or like creating something out of that.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to see somebody stand up against Sukuna, like that actually has a chance.
Yeah.
Like, or it could be really funny just to see like the next like 2 panels of the next chapter is just him cutting her in half.
I think it'd be even funnier is just she gets off screen.
yeah, he comes back with her head, just carrying her head, like, I did it.
And I would really like to see after the fight, you know, I think it would be cool because they're both hand air sorcerers, to see like a somewhat close fight with Sukuna.
Yeah, which I mean, he's gonna get nerfed again.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put that plainly. Like, I think another reason why he could go all out on Ishigori is that Megami didn't know him.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care about him.
And I think it'd be cool, you know, if Sumigi is dead afterwards. A really cool, like, the inner world that Yuji and Sukuna always had, but with like Sukuna and Megami, like him, like,
yeah,
what do you think you're doing? Like, come on, like them making a binding vow, be like, hey, dude, or he making a binding vow or something, be like, hey, dude, like he's like, hey, Megami, like, I'll go back, I'll give 14 fingers of power back to Yuji. In return, I'll keep one with you, and like, you know, similar to like in chain, like whenever I want to, I'll use it.
Yeah, and switch around.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be smart. I think another option that we still have. Well, now that I'm thinking about it, what I'm thinking about is that after this fight, I think that there's gonna be like 2 diverging paths. Sukuna's gonna look for the rest of his fingers, and then Yuji's gonna get his curse technique, and then the 2 are gonna fight. I think that's the best chance that I think is going to be going on for the rest of the series. Because Sukuna has the body. I don't think he's ever going to try to make a binding vow unless he actually loses it. And he's like, well, I'm screwed. That was my last chance.
Yeah.
So yeah, but again, I want to see Heian era fighters. I want to see the skill that they have. Like, I want to see Sendai obliterated.
Yeah. I think it would be really cool. Also just saying this so Yuta lives. Like, Yuta's still in Sendai, and he sees his battle go on. He's like, "Now where's where's Yuji and everyone? Like, bye."
Yeah, yeah. Like him and Uro go there. It's just like we decided to group up together because we're stronger in numbers.
She is, Uro is a hand air sorcerer, but like, I think like you could, I hope, Sukuna actually you could, but maybe with Yaruza you can put them like how there's the 4 registered special grades, and then there's Gojo somewhat.
Yeah.
I hope it's like a thing where like, okay, there were like 30 registered special grades, and then there were Sukuna and Yaruza. Like, there's a reason why Uro is like, other than just everyone thinking he's like only cares about himself, all that stuff, but like why she's freaking out. I think I think it'd be cool if there's some way that Sukuna and Uro somewhat interacted with during the hand era. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun to see that dynamic. It's really fun seeing like Uro is really strong. Like, people point out in the power scaling, like if she just wasn't fighting Yuta, she had a really good chance for like beating a lot of people in the series. Like, she could beat probably Hikari as well.
I think if Yuta didn't go to Sendai, most other people from Jujutsu High that went would have lost.
Yeah.
Even if Ishigori wasn't there.
Yeah.
Like,
she could probably beat Ishigori. like I'll probably put it plainly
Mhm.
as that if she just wasn't such a threat, and also if she just didn't deal with a guy that has copy techniques, she probably would have been the top in Sendai until Yorozu came, and then I don't know who would have won there. Because
Mhm.
Yorozu had been in Sendai for so long, and Uro didn't sense that she didn't have that spiritual pressure thing. So maybe they would have even been neck and neck.
Yeah.
Um, and it could have been that, like, I don't know, because it was a one-sided relationship. I'm sure that Sukuna gave Yorozu like a little bit of a break compared to Uro.
Mhm.
So that's why she's a lot better at approaching Sukuna than Uro is.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I completely forgot where I was going from there. My brain just went. I lost everything that was going on in my head, dude. Um, uh, Uro. What am I trying to say? My brain was on something else. Uro is like a special, is like a grade 1 in the Heian era,
But like a modern
but
special
grade
day.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
like that's what I'm thinking is mainly like that's just the level of expertise in the Heian era when
Yeah.
it came to curse techniques.
Okay.
So
Yeah. No, that's fair.
yeah,
Um.
that's all. I can't think of anything else. My brain completely broke apart because I kept on thinking of theories and theories.
Mhm. Oh no, is it? Oh, I was gonna say, the final page, confirmed. Sukuna is actually, British. He calls his face a mug.
This mug's
He's like,
more
"This
handsome."
mug," like. I just imagine him saying that like with a English accent, but no. Um, I think there's gonna be maybe a little bit more build up in the next chapter. Maybe some more banter between them, and then
Yeah,
last
I
like
mean,
kind
we'll
of like
get the
last few
next.
panels will be, or last few pages might be the actual fight starting. Then if we
Yeah,
get a big,
I
good
mean,
long fight, a good long but not
yeah,
too long of a fight.
yeah. I don't want it to be too long. I miss Yuji. I want Yuji. I want to see Yuji and Maki and everyone else. I want to see what they're planning now.
I think it would be cool if also
Um,
they rushed over to see this and they tried to help in some way. Either side they would try and help or something.
yeah. Well, I just don't think Sukuna right now is probably in his close to his 15 finger self. So I'm not gonna. I feel like they'd be a little bit more smarter and regroup and think about what to do.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be fun to get Higuruma as well.
Oh yeah,
So,
because even he
uh,
reacted to Sukuna coming back. So, and the rule change and
yeah,
everything. So like I think, especially since they did, his story is not over.
yeah, it's far from over. So yeah, um, yeah, I don't know what else to say. Hopefully, next chapter. I don't know. We'll see the leaks in about 24 hours, so we'll see
Yeah.
how it's going. But I hope it's a good, exciting fight. We haven't seen a good um like a real bout in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah. Right? Am I right? I'm trying to think of how long the Yuki and Kenjaku fight was. I feel like it wasn't that long. It was what is
Like
it? It was a couple
three,
months ago.
yeah,
3 months ago.
4 chapters maybe.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh
I'm
my
excited
gosh,
to
it's weird to
see.
think a few months ago.
I know. It felt like yesterday.
Yeah. Excuse me, but
Oh.
like, oh my gosh, yeah. No, we're like the series I like is, I like we were saying, oh, it's gonna be a break. This bath is gonna take a little bit. Yuji's gonna get his technique. They're gonna get a training arc. No, we're jumping
Nope,
right back into it. Like,
nothing. Yeah, we're right back in. And there's no breaks. This has been like what is it, 6 weeks
consistent.
with no break.
Gege's been cooking.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been cooking hard.
This is, I should say, the Culling Games. This is Yuji's training arc. Him fighting like a
Yes.
Nerf Sukuna.
That's his training
That's
arc.
his training arc. Him getting his ass whooped and then Maki helping him. Training arc.
Yes, exactly.
I'd love
Huh.
to see if like Yuji, instead of getting a curse technique and having the restriction, his training arc is just him learning like another martial art, and that's like all he did.
Yeah, him going crazy. Just him learning boxing.
Yeah, that'd be like. I still think it would be so cool if like, he like manifests when he fights. He manifests like cursed energy, like boxing gloves or brass knuckles or something.
Yeah.
Instead of just because it's cool, like the cursed energy is gathering around his fist, but like, come on, like man, like do a little bit. Like I think a little bit
we
more than that.
should see a little bit more. Oh yeah, and we are still wait. We may even get a drop of like why. What is it? Because there's theories that that Yuji's body is from the Heian era.
Yeah.
So maybe Yorozu will talk about. I thought you'd want to go with that Heian era something, and then we'll be like, oh, we know a little bit more about Yuji. Maybe this is like a big info dump about Yuji.
Because I would really like to know more about Yuji's but I would like to see a flashback of like Yuji's dad and mom actually meeting, or when his mom passed away and Kenjaku took over, or the process of deciding that, okay, Yuji Itadori is going to be a vessel. Okay, he's a vessel, but also why? Like, we've had our theories. I've seen the ones of like his grandpa was the Zenin clan head. There was like the one I blurted out a while ago about his dad or mom's side of family being ancestors of like the first heavenly restriction, or I've seen the one I don't agree with at all, but like the one of like, oh, Yuji's dad and Yuji are like descendants of someone related to Sukuna, like Sukuna's brother or something, like a
BS.
It's like personally would not like to see something like that. I'm like, okay, that like, we're still going. It seems like they were going down the route of like blessed genetics. But like, okay, like lean off the blessed genetics. Like, it's cool. Have some, but like, I want to see some like, I joke about Black Clover a lot. Not really on this podcast, but like, I really do like that. Like, he is just like hardworking. He gets ripped at one point. He
achieves it by himself.
Yeah, like I like to see, like something like I always talk about. Like, I think Ichigo. He does have blessed genetics, but also he does work hard for like his powers and whatnot. So something going back to something like that, or like I think it'd be cool, like a final confrontation or something like, bloodline, like gifted genetics, gifted whatever, like techniques versus like hard work. Like put Yuji in that hard work corner, and then if you did have actually like Sukuna. Like nerfing down to where Megumin's level was and fighting him with only 10 shadows and Megumin's like versatility in a fight, so you can get that fight we had talked about a while ago, but like something like that. I want to see like that confrontation of like I guess like different ability, like different power, upbringing. I don't know how I describe that, but kind of went off on a little rant, but I'm like, I don't know how to tie it up.
No, it's all good. This is just, I don't know, mediocre chapter. I'm very excited for the next one.
Yeah,
that's my best way to put it.
I'd say like mediocre of like a JJK chapter, but like very good.
It's
setup.
So good. It's so good. I just don't care about villains.
Yeah.
Right now, you put so much focus on Yuji and left us with so many questions, and then you left us in the dust, and it's like, nope, we're gonna focus on Sukuna, which Sukuna's cool and everything, right? But he's not what I care about right now. But that could change. I'll see like the leaks tomorrow night, and I'll be like, oh my god, he's my favorite character. So yeah.
Oh, anyways. Something I forgot to mention. It just came back to me. Where is it?
Eren Yeager's in Fortnite.
That too.
That's the big
but
news.
It seems like where is it? It's at the beginning. Page 10. I don't know if it's Kenjaku who says it, but they say maybe the Kokane says it, but players are no longer confined in their colonies. I know that rule was like they could travel. I don't know if that means like they don't have to stay in a colony. They can just wander Japan or the world. Yeah, they can go to whatever.
That's what Yorozu added.
Yeah.
Allow players to go in between barriers.
Yeah, But so
It's because Yorozu was in Tokyo Colony #1, and then she went to Sendai. She went to like the other side of Japan.
yeah,
I
okay.
think that's a little dramatic, but yeah. So we can see our teammates, the protagonists, all join together.
Mhm. I'm thinking, yeah,
So, yeah.
especially if Yuta's not in Sendai anymore. Like, Yuta would have gone to fight Sukuna. He would have been like, hey, Ishigori, Uro, let's brawl with him. But no, he's
Maybe.
obviously long. I think probably like right when he got the points from Ishigori and maybe healed him or something, he left. He's like, I'm gone.
I think so. I think it was the day after, because I think that this is the day. God damn it, my microphone's popping too much. This is the day after everything that happened with Yuji and Sukuna. So I think that that's what happened. Is that they all decided to regroup. So we'll see the protagonist side shortly,
Oh,
but
yeah.
we just have to get through this little villain arc, which is good. I'm sure that some people are really hyped for it. I just don't care too much about Yorozu or Sukuna right now.
I would prefer to see Yuji, questions we've all had about Yuji, especially with all these doors that open within last chapter.
Choso.
But yeah, Choso might join the Culling game or something soon, so.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know, maybe we'll see him pop off and be like the best big brother and dominate the entire Culling game.
Yeah.
So yeah. I think that this is probably a good point to end.
Oh yeah, no, this is a perfect point. Well, thank you so much for listening to episode 21 of the Jumpcast. We appreciate everyone that listens weekly, and we'd love to hear other people's input as always. Check us out on Twitter. I'm gonna try. One of my goals, especially with like everything coming out, is to post more on Twitter, but not just retweet stuff, like add to the tweet or
I just find funny stuff.
Yeah, that's what most of the stuff I retweet, but I'm like maybe I'll just start adding some of my thoughts post recording or before I re-record or something. But yeah.
Everyone have a good week. We'll see you next Sunday. We'll be back on schedule next Sunday with the next chapter.
Yep.
So yeah.
Thank you.